Welcome. I don't know why I just walked in after raking the yard and was like, I should record about this thing I saw. Okay, so here we are. Okay. The region that I've been calling the mantle puncture hole in the magnetic anomaly map here. So take a moment to just look at its nuances. So if we look here, it kind of has a segment here, another segment here, another segment here, where it's kind of something going on. And then over here, we see like a bump and then like a indentation, maybe a bump, indentation, bump, indentation. These little, like, these things. That goes around the main center point that has this curvature specifically from here around this way, around this way, around this way, and then maybe a little gap, and then two bumps, gap, and then that kind of continues here. Honestly, it looks like an ammonite right here. And also right here, like the whole of it. I wonder if there's like a phi ratio thing. I don't know. Not relevant, but maybe I can go to Reddit. Let's go to Reddit geology. Pardon the lighting. I know it's real dark in here. Let's see. I need to bring my lamp in. My a lighting lamp that I need my trellis for. One of these is about the deck and traps. Hey, I got positive response. Thanks, guys. Let's search for deck and here we go. Pardon me. So this is stone. It immediately reminded me of shalograms, especially right here. Maybe I can go through this real quick because I was kind of looking at it. I didn't say anything. This right here, the way it has like a larger and a smaller lobe. It's not so like circular. Like over here, these are more circular, but these two look more like a figure eight, but like a out of balance one. So let me find some shalograms. Maybe this one. Like, this is way more defined in this instance, way more defined in this instance. But I'm wondering if it's generally the same process that, like, in these cases, are not as defined. Maybe I can find a better one that's more representative of that rock. Let me just look real quick. But the reason I figure I might as well talk about this a little bit is because of what it led me to look at. I guess I can pull these up over here. I'm really looking for not definition, more like this kind of thing. But where it has enough definition to compare it. You mean where it looks the same so you can say it's the same? Well, I mean, I guess maybe if you want to go that route of interpretation, that's plausible. But I'm really thinking, like, more of these kinds of ones, the shallograms, not so much the ones with the defined features, but like this kind of thing going on. I know I have images of some pretty good ones. From before the internet was purged of all capacity to save priceless images. Alright, I don't know. We got some pretty good ones. This has a little too much definition. That's the thing in these instances. Like the circumstances were more able to produce define characteristics. Maybe in this one it did adhere to a degree, but it tends to more so produce bubbles. I also noticed here it's kind of got that like, this happens in shallograms. It also has a straight edge there, but bends here, which is more almost like stamps like here that occurred, but it removed the whole chunk, so we just see a side of it left. Anyway, before I get too focused on this stone specifically, somewhere down here he says it's from in this region, Gandhi cigar. Here. There we go. That's better. That's better. I know this shirt sometimes people are like, dude, it just says fuck. The lines. Whoa, look how straight and parallel these are. But then they got cross. Whoa. Goes this way, but then it also goes this way. Not this. I don't know. Okay, so that's here, right? So if we kind of pull back and look around, we see this boundary, or this, and this boundary over on this side. That's kind of visible and generally of a similar distance to over here relative to like these bodies of water. And then there's this side with these like ripples of sort of another boundary over here. And then this kind of suggests maybe here is another boundary like right across here, and then generally across here. That's just not as defined, where it's more of like a cup. So my thought is, I started looking at this rock, like, what's going on? Like, that's an interesting location for it. Like, if I look around India, I'm like, I Google largest lakes in India. This one doesn't come up. Although I was looking for this name. Yeah, that didn't come up. So it was a little surprising. Because it looks pretty big. This one's said to be the largest one down here, which is really doesn't look bigger. I don't know. Point is, from a like a positive negative like ring circle thing, if we go to like here up here, like sometimes the ring has like a dense material at the center. Maybe a better representation is Yellowstone and Bighorn Mountain. This is Bighorn Mountain. Right below Bighorn Mountain is this support structure that then has a ring of a void relatively, and then a ring of a dense material with void, ring, void, creating this just spiral outward. But then so does Yellowstone. But it's almost more like a void at the center, because here's Yellowstone. Yellowstone's like right here, I believe. And then it starts the opposite way, so it can, and it's like they're literally positive, negative, like energetically conjoined, maybe even like as like two magnets that like connect to one another, maybe, or like the current around here wraps around and like holds on, like hooks around it to physically play a part in conjoining the continent to be more unified and just connected and not like severing. That's interesting. Maybe like when Yellowstone goes, it like literally breaks this bond. So I'm gonna leave this here. Remember. Oh, wait. So here's this. All right. Let's get a coordinate. 2440, 7534. It's basically here. Maybe I should move me. It's not the same coordinates because this is in a decimal system. But when I looked for it, it was basically at the boundary here. So it was like here, or maybe it's here. 70. Let me look. 7533, and then 2441. So I think it's 7550. 2470, something of that nature. 7550, 2470, basically around here, yeah. Around here. So here's this location. Right here is where this body of water, like, starts. So it goes across it like this here. Overlays this, maybe even conjoining the two in some energetic way. I wonder where this goes. 75, 23, 40. What was it? Center of this one. 75, 23, 40. Okay. Just 75. All the way around down here. So it's pretty far. Let's see, what is this? 2430 and the 7530. 30, 75, 30. So the lake pretty much goes in this length. Okay. So I was looking at it like that's kind of odd. It goes here. And I was looking over here and I was like, where's this? And before I go like doing it all on camera, I'm gonna just try to remember, hopefully I remember correctly, This one, 7640, 2680, was generally, I believe, around here. 76, what was it? Let's find it again. 7640, 27, whatever. '40s around here probably, and then 27, so around here. So around here is that system here, and then over here this void region, relatively speaking, goes basically over this length. That's interesting. I don't know what to make of it, so I just kind of started looking around. So this is big. This circle thing here. This one is huge. This is huge. This is huge. They're occupying literally like this whole stretch. And then turning around this way to just follow it around is that lake. So from, where was it? From over here it goes this way. So it goes basically this way, this way, this way. Here. But then down here, before I go into like trying to, I don't know, it's okay. The point is, at some point while I was looking at this, I was like, if you look at this curve right here, it wraps around here. This segment looks a lot like this segment. And if we follow it around, it has a gap, and then two mounds. I don't know if it has that. Maybe these two mounds. And then a gap. And then it has mounds this way. So maybe like these mounds here and this mound, or all of it in some way. They're a little less connected, but they maybe are more patchy here. Like this, they're also like up, down, up, down, up. So maybe it is like up, down, up, or whatever you want to say, like stepped. And then at the boundary, these like drill in locations around it, those seem to be pretty present. Maybe here as well, maybe there, I don't know. But so like, it really, if I mouse over it, I don't know exactly, like this stretch down to here, bending on the inside here this way. On the outside maybe going out that way, I don't know. But on the inside going this way. And generally having a shape up to like there. I don't know what to make of it yet. I'm trying to, like, I keep thinking, like, which way is it even turning? Like, if there's a current coming, it almost is like, I don't know what to make of it. It really goes up to the Himalayas, to this region, which is not the Himalayas, but it's relevant to the Himalayas. Here's the Himalayas. Here's that like region here, over here somewhere in this region. That looks this feature. Himalayas kind of start around here and go, I think, down that way even though they're not that, like, down this way. So if there's a current going this way, and then this is spiraling here, something's going on here that was making this spiral more than like over the going just generally that way. Like in the past, I've just described it as just going this way, going up, running into resistance, and going this way. So it goes up and this way, down this way. So it kind of goes like this, I guess, and then spirals in. And maybe just fills this space with like a spiral shape that then this current just gets focused through this region. Just like creating back pressure and backstops that are Ammonite-like. Spiral out until balance, leaving an imprint of an Ammonite that I just haven't even noticed. Like, there's so many of them, they're everywhere. So that's cool. I think I'm gonna, so here is going back to that stone, I guess, before I stop. This stone. Found here. I don't know. Like it's here. So if there's a current going up this way, going this way, going, I guess, across, like, if it's not going out this way, going, like, this way generally to meet this wall and bend in. Like, it has an exit path over here somewhat, but then it has a deflection from the resistance here that it goes this way. And it's also cutting across here. So there's a current going here. It's cutting across it. Cross it. Back up this way some reason. I don't know why I want to just keep going. Like, what resistance was here? Maybe just this current. It was just this current flowing. Like, it went into the current and then back out of the current. Like it going into water and floating on it because it was not able to get through it. So I just bent back while this current went across here. That makes sense. And just held a wall. It couldn't really get through. And so it bends back, producing just a spiral here. Does that flow? It almost flows in this way. Like the void flow pushing up mounds is actually counterclockwise. Or clockwise, I guess. Going from the center, it's clockwise. Going from the outer edge, it's counterclockwise. It's gotta go in like that, yeah. Yeah, so I guess the current actually is flowing counterclockwise, inward. Most of the deck and tracks and traps drained here. Like maybe the flow drained into the earth. Like generally around this region. Although this is more so where it would look like it would do based on this map, like starting at the center almost. Go this way, which is really all the way, maybe even over here. Columbus, whoa. That's incredible. Like there must be papers about this, right? I was getting better results just here, it looked like. I just need to see that shape. I don't know if anyone's freaking noticed it. They must be talking about it. Dali Mara region. Granites. Granites. Pink granites. What? Ran of Kutch. looking. Must be here. Oh. I think this is maybe here. Karsar. Nagar part car. Oh, there's no. There it is. There it is. I see now. Oh, I see now. I see. We're looking just here. Just here. Oh, this is where the storm just sat. The storm just sat here. The vortex storm that it formed after ancient Dwarka was attacked by a vortex weapon that moved from ancient Dwarka this way, sat here, feeding energy into here, and then it moved over here and sat here, I believe. This is my interpretation. So I'm pretty sure the storm sat there, and then moved over here, sat there, moved here, and then moved down here, where it then moved to here, and discharged into here, forming the deck and traps. But at one point it was sitting right here. And this is real interesting. This kind of looks like a mini turtle, like the way the turtle is. It almost looks fractal. Look at this here, looks like here. Okay, so that's not the region I'm looking for, though. As cool as that is, it's not the region I'm looking for. I think it's that. So crazy. Of all the places, if the United States sat atop this thing, it would be like noticed by now. It's just so incredible. Like, it's literally a spiral. Like, what is going on here? 2D map it. What in the... There ain't no more of those things anywhere. That doesn't happen anywhere. Like, what is going on? So where's Melly and Dara? Ooh. Pretty much Himalayas. Yeah, you're living over the sun, dudes. Probably a little dry there. Holy shit. That would be crazy if it literally was the sun at some point in the future. Like, that's what it came to be recognized as. This mantle puncture hole location. I don't know. It would. I don't believe it to be the case. I just think it would be cool if that kind of thing happened. So I like to just mention it, even in spite of how people feel like even mentioning things of that nature are just like offensive to them for some reason. I know why. Oh, that can't be. I can't. It's just gonna be. So don't say it. Well, all right. But some of the things I say that like couldn't be actually were. So maybe. Are you sure? I'm not saying in this case. I really don't believe that, but it would be cool, like, if I came to one day and believe it because I saw the evidence for it. Like, whoa. Let's see what's going on here. Thar Parkar. Thar, referring to desert. The Thar Desert. I don't know if. Okay, and parkar meaning to cross over. That's pretty interesting that the mantle puncture hole location of crossover of this is parkar in any way. That it has that type of meaning to it. Historically fertile, mostly desertified between 2000 and 1500 BC. Before its desertification, a tributary of the Indus River was said to flow through the region. It is speculated by some historians that this river could be the ancient Sarasvati River mentioned in the Hindu Rig Veda. The Thar region is also mentioned in the Ramayana, where it is called Lava Nasagara, meaning salt ocean. Sind was ruled by various dynasties after the fall. I don't. How long was it not a desert? It's in 2000 BC. It became a desert after millions of years. No, nothing of any curiosity to that. It just happens. I know that's crazy. Move along. What happened in the Sahara too? Oh, okay. So are we sure about that millions of years thing, or what? What, we gonna go with that? Alright. Even though that desertification is on such a small scale of time, it seems I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Well, if you don't know, then shut up. Shut his stupid face, okay? Okay, not finding, these foods look pretty good. Not, oh, that'd have been so cool if it was a spiral. At first I thought it spiraled. Okay, what else? I don't know if that's bad. That might have been real bad. It's been like the worst data. I just scroll past. Oh, it's fine. Da, da, da. Nothing to be alarmed about there. Ah, that was it. That was the data that needed scrutinized most. Here we go. So maybe I'm too focused by putting Thor Parkar. I mean, it really is. Huh. Okay, I guess I'll just stop there. That's what I got to say about that stone in this region. Just something I thought I'd at least point out now and kind of walk through in video form, that there is some sort of circle spiral ammonite shape here that like seems energetically connected to this other one and related more to maybe also the boundary here, holding this boundary here. Maybe this boundary over here, holding a boundary. Stuff of that nature. Alright. Till next time. Peace out.